Rice prices in key exporting countries including Thailand and Vietnam have climbed around 20% since India, the world's biggest shipper of the grain, banned shipments of a key variety in July, tightening global supplies. According to Bernas, Malaysia's partner in the paddy and rice industry, Malaysia's domestic paddy production could reach up to 70% self-sufficiency level, with average Malaysian adults consuming around 80 kilograms of rice per year. Equilibrating the needs of the consumers without impacting the local paddy and rice sector, an import policy was introduced. Malaysia imports rice less than 30% annually. So I ask my audience this question: should Malaysia cease rice importation and use its own rice only? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. I am BALQIS ZULAIKHA from CEEE 2603A under the supervision of Miss Sophia Azlinatung, and today I would like to drive you deeper in my opinion. So, is Malaysia ready to consume 100% of rice on its own? Malaysia has a tropical rainforest or wet humid tropical climate, and the average daily temperature is relatively uniform. The average annual temperature variability ranges from 26 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. Due to the small temperature variations, rainfall trends considerably determine seasonal weather changes. The impacts of climate change certainly troubling its agricultural sector, and especially rice, a staple food of our nation. The increase in population requires an additional supply of rice. Malaysia will face a threat to food security if the productivity of the paddy crop does not change. Statistics from the Department of Agriculture show that the rice production has declined continuously since 2000. The paddy production has dropped from 2.74 million tons in 2015 to 2.43 million tons in 2021, a reduction of around 11.3% within 6 years. Production is expected to continue to decline in the coming years unless there is an action from the government. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim pledged to allocate 3 billion ringgit Malaysia to improve Kedah paddy yields production in an effort to increase farmers' monthly income while achieving national food security in July last year. Paddy farmers in Kedah and Perlis have started the pilot project of harvesting 5 times every 2 years to boost local rice production and increase their income. Muda Agricultural Development Authority or MADA Chairman Datuk Dr. Ismail Saleh said that this is also part of the government's effort to increase the output of locally produced white rice in the future. The effectiveness of this program is evident as the average yield has increased from 3.3 tons per hectare to 6 tons per hectare. He said, currently, among the areas that are involved in this project are Kampung Padang Telela, Kampung Sena, and Kampung Katong in Perlis. Meanwhile, in Kedah, the paddy fields are in Pantai Jamai, Titi Gajah A, and Plot B in Pendang. While more paddy fields are being used in the switch to the new cultivation system nationwide, in order to sustain Malaysia rice production, MOHD has implemented large-scale paddy planting to allow more paddy farmers to reap a harvest of 5 times every 2 years. If you cannot see what I am trying to deliver here, this means that our beloved Malaysia will continuously depend on another country. What if India, Vietnam and other countries that export their rice to us suddenly stop doing so? With all the crises going around, such as war, climate change, and also increasing population, those countries surely would want to prioritize their people first over us. So why do we depend so much on them when instead we can have better long-term solution than this short-term goal? With the following initiative from the government and from MOHD, the numbers of rice production will increase annually compared to before. This good news will lead to a lesser importation percentage of rice from India, Vietnam, and Thailand. Yes, this is what we really look forward to. Don't you agree with me? Now, let's think about this. Kedah is the biggest rice producer in our country, with 1 million tons annual production, accounting for about 40% of the overall national rice production. This number will increase in the future later, since the pilot project has proven to be successful. Isn't it great? Right now, it is time for you to choose which side you are on. I have said just now, with the shortage of rice, the short-term solution is importing rice. But what if the countries stop doing one, like India? Did you know rice prices in Vietnam are reportedly the highest they have been in 15 years, and in Nepal, rice prices have seen 18% surge since India announced their ban. Videos of people panic buying Indian rice in crowded grocery stores in the United States and Canada have gone viral. Have you seen it? There have also been reports of some stores in the US restricting sales to 1 rice bag per family to deal with the rising demand. As Malaysia now has a new project that can harvest paddy 5 times every 2 years, this will decrease the percentage of import rice. So I quote from Gautama Buddha, founder of the world religion of Buddhism: "Work out your own salvation, do not depend on others."